Okay, everybody, we're going to do a quick little update for you on the storm chances moving into the area. And we don't have anything as far as any severe weather in the area right now. We're doing this live here at about 2:30 Eastern time. But we just kind of want to set the stage for you, let you know what's going on, and let you know that we're here to kind of keep it covered. We do have a tornado watch that's been issued. It's only for our southern tier of counties as of now. This may possibly get extended a little farther north, but right now doesn't technically include the Terre Haute area. But all of those yellow shaded areas, that would be a tornado watch in effect until 9 o'clock Eastern time. That's the only watch we have right now. We don't have any warnings for the immediate area, but if you're in a shaded county, you are under a tornado watch until 9 o'clock. The storm itself is still back west of here. It's starting to pull some moisture in from the southwest. Now, the storm you see on the west coast is not the one we're looking at. The one we're looking at is kind of coming out of the Kansas area into the western portion of Missouri. And you can see on the backside of it where we've got snow in Nebraska, but on the warm side, we're pushing that moisture in across the Mississippi River up into this area. And that's what we're going to be watching. So I want to talk about these dew points because Alex and I did a video the other night and we talk about if the dew points are below 60, it kind of retards the possibility of as much severe weather. Well, dew points right now are actually right near 60, basically in the southern half of the area, and I'm going to kind of take this out just a little bit farther. And even by 10 o'clock tonight, the dew points are still in the mid-50s. So we've got enough moisture to generate some of these showers and storms. Notice the different shaded color to the west of here. That's the drier air coming in. And I just wanted to show you these dew points go from near 60 plunging to near low 20s on Friday and Saturday, which indicates a major change in the pattern, hence the threat of severe weather, but also it's going to bring in much colder and drier air as we head for Friday and Saturday. But what we're looking at are those dew points here this afternoon, which are pretty high. Okay, so let's go over the Storm Prediction Center outlook that we have for you. And it was upgraded this morning. So the yellow shade, which is a slight risk, covers everybody. And then kind of that orangish color you see, tan color, that would be what we call an enhanced risk. That is a level up. And again, that's kind of lines up close to where the tornado watch is. It's in our southern half of our area. Now, we can take this and we can break this down into the individual, what we call hazards, which would be wind, hail, and tornado threat. All of those are a threat for us. The wind threat is for everybody, and we're in the 15% range. The hail risk is also there. If any of these storms can start to rotate, they could produce some larger hail. So there is a risk of some hail. Some of it could be a bit larger in the area. But of course, what everybody's been concerned about and been asking about on social media has been the tornado risk. And this was elevated earlier today. Now you can see basically the southern half of the area would be a slightly higher or a 10% chance of seeing a tornado. And then we've had some questions about those black lines or the hatches. What that means is there's an increased chance in that area, which is the hatched area, which is the yellow region, that there might be a stronger storm or two. And when we say stronger, we're talking about an EF2 or stronger. So anybody inside that hatched area, there could be, first of all, there could be a tornado anywhere in the area because, we're all highlighted. But in the southern half of the area, there's a slightly increased chance maybe of a stronger tornado or two sometime later this afternoon into this evening. So I kind of wanted to go over that so you all know what that means. Timing on this, and I think this is a little early with this in-house model here with the storm already near Effingham. It's not quite there yet. I'll show you the radar. But you get the idea. We get this kind of moving in across the area. Sometime between 4 and 5, we'll start to see some of these storms move in. And then we'll also see the line still in the area between, say, 6 and 8 p.m. So the threat of severe weather for our area is going to be anytime, let's say, between 3 p.m. and about 9 p.m. That's what Eastern time, 3 and 9 Eastern time, before all of this will then move out of the area. And I would say by 10 or 11, the threat is over. So this is, again, 3 p to 9 p Eastern time probably will be our highest risk of the severe weather. And then after that, everything calms down. It gets a lot colder, but no more threat of severe weather. And you can see this will run you through Friday. Just going to be a lot cooler and even into the day Saturday. So by the time when a lot of folks go to bed tonight, the risk of the severe weather would be over. Okay, what I want to do here near the end here, and I'll try to take a few questions, and then we're going to hop off and just kind of get ready this afternoon to show you how much colder it's getting. Look at that. Saturday night there could be some snow showers in the area. So let's take a look at radar. We don't have much in the area right now. We do have one little area down here. This would be down here west of Robinson near Newton. And I can kind of show you the movement. There's no warning on this, but this is the early stages of these developing storms now. So this is now coming through Newton, headed off to the north and to the northeast. This will be moving into southern Clark County, Illinois here shortly. We're going to go back here. This is kind of the area we're looking at, where we're probably going to start to see more development between Effingham and St. Louis. Again, no warnings right now for these, but let me show you the movement. These are moving off to the northeast, and that's the region that we'll be watching, plus any individual cells that are developing there in advance of that. We do have some storms. Anybody watching down this way in Kentucky, there is a risk, obviously, of severe weather there as well. But again, right now, no warnings for any of those. So I just wanted to show you that here we are at 2:36 Eastern Time. We have the tornado watch for our southern tier of counties till 9 p. But we have no warnings, but the first sign of some storms now moving into our southwestern counties, and these will become more numerous as they move off to the northeast. So real quick, I want to take just a couple questions here, and then going to hop off. Alex is here now. We're going to do some stuff on our digital channel. We're going to be doing some stuff on Facebook, and of course on television if need be. And of course, some of this may happen during the newscast as well, so we can kind of keep you guys up to date as well. So let me see what we got here. Let's see. Somebody asked about could we get a spin up of a tornado. There's a fair amount of what we call wind shear in the environment today, so these storms could rotate. Let me say we don't see this as a tornado outbreak, and by that I mean we don't see this as there's going to be lots of tornadoes, but a few of these storms could take on enough rotation that we very well could spin up at least a few tornadoes somewhere in the area. We think a little better chance in the southern half of the area, but that's why there was an increased risk there of maybe some tornadoes. Is in the hatched area but not under a watch. So the hatched area was issued a little earlier ago, and yes, the hatched area does technically go up towards Terre Haute. It wouldn't shock me. We may see the watch area extended a bit north. As of right now, technically Terre Haute's not in it, but we always like to say this with watches, in and close to the watch area. So if you're anywhere in our immediate viewing area, you should be weather aware today. We just believe that the slightly higher risk of maybe a few of the bigger tornadoes, or stronger tornadoes I should say, would be in the southern areas. The hatches in the yellow area indicated potential of an EF2 or higher. That is correct. So we showed the hatched area. As a matter of fact, I can show that to you here. Let me go ahead and show you guys the watch area. That's what we've got there. And the watch area is for the tornado watch. And I can probably back this up to kind of explain this to you guys a little bit on the hatched area. There we go. So the hatched area is where there is an increased risk maybe of a stronger tornado, like an EF2 or something like that. Let's see. Somebody says, would you suggest staying home? I mean, I don't think this is a widespread event where everybody's going to get storms for hours. We're just concerned that a few of the storms could be stronger. So if you have any plans this evening, I would say anytime from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., just check on what's going on. Make sure you have ways to get weather information. What about Clay County, Indiana? Less likely, or maybe. Clay County, Indiana, you're kind of on the verge. We can't rule it out there. I think it's a little more likely to your south, but we'll be keeping an eye on that area. Let's see. Cannelberg. So Cannelberg would be probably a little higher chance of maybe a tornado, again, a little farther south. We basically think the central and southern portions of this area down near the Ohio River probably have a little bit slighter chance. Looks like these storms are going north of Vincennes. Is that true? No, Vincennes is right in the heart of it. If you look at this here, the storms for now are over near Robinson, moving to the northeast, but clearly look at what we have there. Anywhere that's in that yellow shade or the hatched area, we think that's the higher risk maybe of some of the stronger storms, and that would include Vincennes. Jasper County, Illinois, yeah, you guys actually have a storm down there right now. It's not producing a warning, but you guys have a storm down there right now. Yeah, in Robinson. So basically, everybody's got a risk of severe weather today. If you're in that yellow shaded area or the hatched area, we have a heightened risk maybe of a couple tornadoes there. That's what we'll watch. We don't anticipate a whole lot getting into the area until, what is it? It's 2:40 now, probably at least for another hour to hour and a half after 3:30 or 4 Eastern time, and we'll keep an eye on things. So again, Alex is here. She's checking stuff right over here. We're going to keep you up to date online. We'll keep you up to date on TV as well, and don't forget, of course, during the newscast, because again, a lot of this could be happening around news time, which is 5 o'clock Eastern. We'll be on WTWO, and at 6 o'clock Eastern, of course, we'll be on WTWO for our newscast there as well. So I just wanted to hop on, give you a little update on what's going on, and stay with us. We're here at the station, and we'll keep you up to date as we head through the evening. Risk of severe weather should be over for all of us by 10 or 11 o'clock at the latest tonight.